Hey guys, it's Thursday afternoon here in the Philippines, so it is time for us to do our premium unboxing. And today we have a big variety of different brands. We have M2, Autoworld, GreenLight, and Par 64. Um, so I think we have 6 pieces total. Not as many as what I had hoped for, but some of my orders have not come in, so wasn't able to have everything that I wanted for this unboxing. But anyways, still have a nice variety of some older, some reasonably newer stuff. I can't say some brand new stuff, but still like maybe releases from the past, like say 3 months or something. Then some stuff maybe from early in the year, maybe even as old as like late last year. But nothing older than like fall of 2020. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the oddball, the Par 64. Now, we've done one of these before in the past, the BMW i8 Liberty Walk. We did one in white, and that one I no longer have. I just was not happy with like the paint on it because of like the rippled look. It wasn't really like, I don't know, paint rash or anything like that. It was more like orange pill is what like body men call it. It's just where the paint looks like an orange. It just needs wet sanded and such. But this one looks a little flatter. Even Mini GT has some issues here and there, so I can't be too picky. Like the white Porsche that I had bought a couple weeks ago had that look to one side of it too. So I guess I'm a little bit OCD when it comes to the paint quality of my diecast. So anyways, this is hot pink. It's actually a little brighter than I had expected. In the pictures, it looks bright, but this actually looks like a Sharpie highlighter pink once you get it in hand. But it still looks cool. With the black accents, it looks really cool. But anyways, going over the box, it's kind of like a sleeve that goes over the acrylic case. So on the front, you just have 1/64 scale diecast, 64 para. Same thing on the top side. The ends, there are no ends, so that's that. And then on the back, you have the BMW licensing holographic sticker. Then you have your UPC that defines like all of the trademarks from LB Holdings, BMW, and Par 64. And then it tells you that this is the 1/64 scale Liberty Walk BMW i8 hot pink with black accent. On the bottom side, it just gives you your age restrictions, warning labels, and such. And then gives you the licensing for Par 64 and where to find them online. So let's get this guy out and get a better look at him. This one I have not actually taken out of the case yet. As you can see, they kind of seal it with these little circular stickers. So we're going to take this out of the case together. And nice acrylic case though. And then you even have your nameplate at the front of the car, LBWK, BMW i8. So, sweet looking car, actually. So this one, I will probably be hanging on to, unlike the white one. This one I like too because it's a high impact color. And as you guys know, I'm a Mopar fan, so these high impact colors I really dig. So, there he is off the base. Nice detailed wheels. This still has like that baked on like powder coated like orange pill look to the paint, as you can see. But still tolerable. Then you can see the wide body flares on the front fenders. The wide body flares on the rear quarter. Look really good. Black mirrors. The mirrors are hard plastic, so be careful. You have your blacked out hood and blacked out roof. Then you have your LB Works and something Y21, something like that. On your windshield banner sticker. Nice detail on the headlights. They are acrylic. And you have your iconic BMW grille and such. Just seeing with the headlight there. And the lens is there. Let me try something here, guys. Zoom in a little bit instead of bringing it so close to the camera. So yeah, your lens is there. Just a glare. It looks like the lens was missing. But it is there. So, and then you have your front splitters and so forth. A high wing, rear mount wing, kind of like the version 2 Liberty Walk kit for the GTRs. Then the base is plastic, not much detail whatsoever. The car does roll. Let me go down here so you can see. So it does roll, not very smoothly, but it rolls. So that's a plus over like certain brands like Eno and some of the Tarmac stuff. I think even some of the Enos will roll, but you kind of have to force it. This is almost like that too, but I'm not sure why, because it doesn't have any like brake detail and such. But anyways, still rolls a little bit, so not too bad. So not a bad looking car from Par 64. So that's our first one on the list today. So moving along, we'll go ahead and do the GreenLight. We only have one GreenLight, so we will go ahead and do this one. And this one, I'm going to show you guys. This was not one that I really chose on my own. This is actually one that was kind of like mandated that I buy it. So this is the guy that came with the BM Creations FJ Cruiser that we looked at in the last video. How I told you it was a package deal. They were selling this GreenLight hobby exclusive Ford GT with the FJ Cruiser for, I think it's about $17, something like that. Is what it's equivalent to, 850 pesos. So that was the only way I could obtain the FJ, so I went ahead and bought the package. So that's how I ended up with this 2019 Ford GT Heritage Edition, in kind of like a golf livery colors, but no golf logo. So anyways, as you can see, it says hobby exclusive, blah blah blah, Heritage Edition. Ages 8 and older is your recommendation. Scale 1/64. Limited edition, but they do not indicate how many pieces. Then on the back, not much going on here except for a nice pic of the car. Then where to find GreenLight online. So, and then your regular licensing stuff and such. So let's get him out and get a look at him. See this guy up close and personal. So there he is. Not bad at all, really. It's a heavy casting, actually, for a low-profile car. It's all metal. As you can see, metal base, and they are numbered. So this is number 1819. So it would have been cool if that would have been 2019 to match the year, but still pretty cool. Not much detail at all on the base of this, though. Just kind of flat die-cast. Nice detailed wheels, though. They did a nice job on the wheels. The body overall is nicely done. You see the top part of the engine is nicely detailed through the engine cover. And then you have a detailed interior, what you can see of it through the windshield, acrylic headlight lenses, your Ford emblem on the nose. And then it even has the wiper etched in. Nice detail on the top of the dash. Turning it around, you have red acrylic taillight lenses. Nice with the exhaust ports. The rear, like, air diffuser, or whatever you would like to call it. So actually a really nice model from GreenLight. If you're into these newer Ford GTs, this is actually a nice car, and it rolls fairly good and straight too, not bent axles. I'm really impressed with this one, actually. It's not my type of car that I would collect. I would have probably never bought it unless it would have been in a package like with the FJ. But it is very, very nicely done by GreenLight. Nice detail. I mean, I don't think the Mini GT one will be much better than this. We'll see whenever it comes out, which should be very, very soon. We'll save this to do a comparison between this and the Mini GT. But this is a pretty damn nice model. I don't think Mini GT is going to be able to pass them easily. So we'll see. But this is very nice. Hats off to GreenLight. So, moving along, we'll go ahead and do it in two. And we'll go to a Mopar this time. This is your Mopar Driver Series 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona Hemi. So, this one I ordered a long time ago, and it just kind of came in a couple of weeks ago, something like that, maybe a month ago. Just now getting around to unboxing it. But as you can see up there, it is limited to 7,500 pieces, ages 8 and older. Just kind of Mopar livery all over the package. Same thing on the back side, and then you just have your licensing for Mopar, for Dodge, and such. And then where to find Castline M2 on Facebook, on Instagram, and their website. So let's get this guy out and take a look at him. So your Driver's Series don't come in the display case. It just comes on the display stand. Actually, all the models used to only come on the display stand if they were in the clamshell, but nowadays they've changed that a little bit. The Driver Series is your cheaper series, but actually, to be honest with you guys, I prefer it because it does not have the opening doors, so the body lines are very consistent and look very good. They still have the hood cut separate from the body, but it is screwed down, so it does not open, so do not try to force it open. The Driver Series hoods do not open. Even some of the higher end stuff like your gassers and such, if your gassers doors don't open, then most likely the hood's not going to open. So just to give you a heads up on that. So not a bad looking car, nicely detailed, as usual with M2, but they do have a problem with their quality control. But this one actually looks fairly good so far. We're going to take him out the base and take a look at him. So, and also with the Driver's Series, they are plastic bases, but detailed a little bit. So, there he is. You have your Recall Kelsey Hayes wheels, red line tires, Mopar on the quarter, with the big Mopar M on the door. It's red, white, and blue, very patriotic. And this one actually rolls really nice, no bent axles. I don't know why, but it seems like they take more pride with their cheaper line. You don't have as many flaws with the driver's stuff as what you do with the higher end stuff. So I prefer the Driver's Series stuff or anything with non-opening pieces from M2 if I'm going to buy them. So that is that for the Daytona. And as I said, you don't get to open the hood. Not a lot of detail on this one, though. They didn't really highlight the chrome door handles. Everything's painted one color, which I don't like, but still not bad. You have your Hemi emblem on the door. You do have your marker lights and such. Detailed tail lights, and then your separate rear bumper. Detailed gas cap. So I'm just wondering if they just overlooked the door handles and like the window trim, because usually they detail all of that. But that's the only thing I would say this is lacking. Besides that, it looks good. I'm not sure how I feel about the Mopar paint job anymore. I guess I would have preferred just a stock Daytona. So let's go to a Autoworld piece, and this is the next installment in the funny car support vehicles that I'm collecting. Hopefully they all make it here, or I can get them, the ones that I'm missing, once I get to the States. So this is a exclusive thing that One Stop Diecast is doing in collaboration with Autoworld. Racing Legends, Bruce Larson's USA 1 support vehicle. These are limited to 2,496 pieces each. And this just states Bruce Larson was 16 years old when he began drag racing in Linden, New Jersey, in a chopped fenderless 32 Ford Coupe. Larson was inducted into the International Drag Racing Hall of Fame in 2006. And you can see this is number 4. We do have the first 3 so far, which would be your Hawaiian, Jungle Jim, and the Army Don Snake. So this is USA 1. So the next one is going to be Tim Beebe's Fighting Irish, and then followed, last but definitely not least, the Chi-Town Hustler. So these, I have all the funny cars to go in correspondence with these. The only one that's not 100% accurate is Don Perdome's. I don't have the Army Snake. I have the regular Snake. The Jungle Jim, I don't have his blue Camaro. I do have his red Monza. So, but I do have cars that will go in correspondence with all the drivers with these, which is kind of cool. Especially for pictures, to put a trailer behind the truck with the car on it. Looks great. I've done some of those on Instagram, so you may want to check that out. So, on this, they just kind of give you this spill of over-the-top funny cars dominated drag racing popularity from the late 1960s to mid-1970s. Imagine sitting in the stands covered with hot smoke from Jungle Jim or Chi-Town Hustler's ear-splitting burnouts, or maybe the epic crash of Roland Leon's Hawaiian funny car driven by Larry Reyes at the 1969 Winter Nationals. Autoworld and One Stop Diecast are proud to share these support vehicles, which pay tribute to the racing legends who not only made the grade, but made the sport an indelible part of American racing history. So, and then you have all of your licensing from Round 2, One Stop, GM, and so forth. So let's get this guy out and take a look at him. Everybody loves square bodies, it seems, so this is just like something that's perfect for me because I collect trucks and I collect old racing stuff. So these are like a perfect addition to my collection. So very nicely done square body. You have your USA 1 livery, which is identical to the funny car itself. So really cool. Stripes, the eagles, everything. So nicely detailed, color matched white bumpers, and then opening hood as always with your detailed engine. Nice detail on the grille and headlights. No acrylic, but the painting and everything, since these are small, it looks fantastic. USA 1 license plate on the front, and I'm assuming it would be on the rear. Co-sponsor, Crane Cams and such, and then you have Sutliff Chevrolet Company, blah, 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 Bruce Larson, Kendall GT1 Racing Oil, and such, so you have your sponsorship things there. Then you have USA 1 on the rear plate, your opening tailgate as usual, metal on metal. So very nicely done by Autoworld. And a very good lineup. Whoever thought of it, One Stop Diecast or Autoworld, love this series. So that's really cool. So moving along to our last M2. This is also a square body, but in a different style. This is your utility vehicle for like your public utilities, but with a different take on it. Slammed on the ground with Holley carburetors as the co-sponsor on the door. Which actually, to be honest with you guys, I may see if I can remove that Holley if I do keep this, to kind of keep it that straight, like orangish yellow that like a lot of electric or utility vehicles had. I have already swapped the tires. The tires were thin white walls. I flipped it over to the black wall side. I don't think the white walls look proper on this. But anyways, you can see this is limited to 7,000 pieces worldwide. Holley carburetors and such. And then on the back side, once again, Holley high performance carburetors. And then on the bottom side, you have your age restriction. Well, actually, no, they just have the choking hazard, and then they have telling you about the scale and other things. This is a disclaimer not intended for highway use. Buying one M2 may lead to more purchases and an eventual collection. M2 repaints like no other. So anyways, yeah, that's their, I guess, slogan. So anyways, let's get him out and get a look at him. Unfortunately, my box tore when I took it out before, so as you can see. But this truck, as I said, if I keep it, you know, most square bodies, it's not even a question. I'm going to keep all of them when I purchase them. This one, on the other hand, I'll show you guys some stuff that, I don't know, kind of basically disappointed me. The truck is okay. I mean, not bad. It's a long wheelbase, as you can see. And it does have the opening hood, detailed small block, nice detailed grille, separate bumpers, and kind of like a stock style wheel. But like, one major thing that disappointed me is the rear dual wheels. It has like standard wheels, but it has dually tires. The wheels are just not fitting for dual rear tires. That's the one thing that I can say I'm kind of disappointed with. But in a second, as soon as I get the standoff, I'll let you guys check out the chassis. It's very poorly done, as you can see. Unlike their four-wheel drive, which has the best chassis on the market, this is the, I don't know, the ones that kind of lack. As you can see, it's just plastic back here. And just like the regular, like two-wheel drive, short wheelbase trucks, they have that plastic insert where you can have like skinny tires or Pro Street tires. This is a little different though. It has the dually tires, but once again, the wheels are not proper. The chassis, I'm not really a big fan of, but I don't really care. Like the chassis, I'm not going to look at all the time. The wheels and tires, this would be one that would be a good one to like wheel swap. I'm not sure if the GreenLight dually style wheels would fit on this or not, but that would probably be a nice choice. But overall, though, not a bad looking truck. The utility bed is pretty nice. No opening tailgate, which I'm kind of surprised. I thought maybe they would do that. But overall, not too bad. Has a hitch, so you could drop a trailer like a GreenLight ball receiving like trailer on this. So yeah, overall not too bad, but not what I had hoped for, actually. But, and it has their crappy quality control with very bent axles, as you can see. But it is what it is. I mean, I expect this from M2 nowadays to have bent axles and such. So, really not that disappointed with that part. But anyways, overall, not too bad. So last but not least is our Mijo exclusive Hellcat. And this is the one that I had hoped to have got first, and it was pre-ordered for a very long time. I did not think it would make it here, and then the regular releases of the B5 Blue and the black one came up, and I bought them. And they are the Scat Pack one, so now I have the Hellcat one, which is cool, because it has a different hood and such. So, anyways, this is limited to 3,000 pieces. This is your 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. And it has a nice picture of the emblem of the Hellcat on the package. Mijo exclusive. Blah, blah, blah. One of 3,000. Accurately scaled die-cast metal body and chassis. Rubber tires. Then on the back side, you have that emblem of the Hellcat again, and then just some kind of brief paragraph stating 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. An absolute brute of a muscle car. It's a supercharged tire shredder with loud body colors and angry cat badges. The Hellcat is an attitude machine whose sheer ferocity and violence make you crave open stretches of road, highway on-ramps, and tunnels. Autoworld replicates the mean Hellcat here in Hot Go Mango with a scat pat tail band. So let's get him out and look at him. And then, same as usual, we're going to find him and Jay online and on social media. Same thing with Autoworld. So let's take him out and take a look at him. And then we'll take a look at the collector box too. So, collector box, and on both sides it says 3,000. Not like some of the lowriders where one side's 3,600, one's 4,800. So, and then Mijo exclusive, and then kind of your tape measure with no numbers though to show true 164 scale, Autoworld true 164. Autoworld True 164, and then once again we're going to find M&J online, some Dodge licensing and such. So let's take a look at the car. This thing is pretty. It is kind of like that orangish yellow, so I can understand why I did mango. And it actually does look like the peeling of a yellow mango. So I used to always think mango should be orange, but on the outside of the mango, it looks just like that. So they nailed the color pretty good. And as you can see, nice detail on the grill, headlights. Probably maybe better with acrylic headlights, but still not bad with the painted because they're so small. It doesn't look too bad. Nice job with the Hellcat badges. Would have been nice to see some side mirrors, but since they are pedestal mount side mirrors, it's kind of hard to make those where it would be safe to sell in retail for kids and such. But hobby release, adult collectibles, it's a little different. So all of the body lines, the flares are perfect. Nice detail on the tail lights, the Dodge emblem, the plate, it says Hellcat, which is cool. Metal on metal, nice detail on the chassis, nice detail on the wheels. And as I said, this is a little bit different hood than your Scat Pack. And then we'll try to get it open if we can. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't open too much, but nice detail under the hood. As you can see, the engine, even the wiper, are the overflow tanks, white and such. All the details are in there, so very nicely done on the motor compartment. So that's that on the Hellcat. So probably my two favorites are going to be the Autoworld. So that's what I pick as definite keepers. Then third would be the BMW, and then fourth would probably be the Ford GT. Even though it was kind of just like a throw-in bonus, I kind of dig it. I'll keep it for a while to at least compare to the Mini GT once we get it. So guys, this is our premium unboxing for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. A little different than our usual Mini GT stuff. And this weekend we will be back with a showcase video. Not sure what it's going to be, so stay tuned for that. I left an icon here on the left for another premium unboxing, and an icon here on the right for you to subscribe. So if you have not done so, please do that. Please give me a thumbs up and share the video. Turn on your notification bell so you know when I launch new videos. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the end of your week, and I'll talk to you this weekend.